So some altcoins are still undervalued. It's still time to be accurate. Yes, some altcoins are still undervalued. Ever since I finished selling my BTC at 53.8, it's currently 27% up from then. However, it's not like I sold it and I did nothing. I was actually buying into altcoin. We can even see some of these which I sent to the Telegram right here. Pixels, which I sent the other day, has surged up by 53%. Our Manta is up by 33%, and DIM is currently up by 18%. So if I did not sell and move into these instead, well, I would not be making as much as I am currently making right now. Bitcoin dominance is the best way to gauge whether an altcoin is undervalued or overvalued. I sent you a forecast about it right here yesterday on the Telegram, Twitter, and the Discord. All the links to those accounts are in the bio. Understanding Crypto on Telegram. We can even see that a lot of altcoins like GMT right here are still below their January 2023 high. We can see that on the 23rd of January 2023, BTC was at $22,000. Now, you'd be buying your altcoins here thinking that, well, they are undervalued because BTC is not too far from 15K, yeah? Lie, that's not how it works. This GMT that is 33 cents now was 50 cents that same time when BTC was $22,000. So if you bought into this back then, thinking that, well, BTC is still at 22K, or if you go about bragging, if you see people bragging that I bought altcoins when Bitcoin was at 22K, a lot of them are actually in the red. That's because Bitcoin dominance works differently at different Bitcoin prices. So now that Bitcoin is at 68K, it does not mean that altcoins are overvalued. Now that Bitcoin is at 68K, this thing is at 33 cents. But if you bought into this when Bitcoin was at 22K, you will be in a loss currently. In fact, if you even bought this when Bitcoin was somewhere around 23 to 24,000, that's on the 27th of January last year, you'd be buying it at 61 cents, which was the top. This means a lot of altcoins are actually undervalued. This is undervalued. Now, of course, it does not mean that it cannot drop because it's undervalued. No, it only means that it's still well within accumulation ranges. The people who bought at 61 are still waiting for break even. So when it gets there, they will most likely sell off in anticipation of it going back to the downside. So we see how some altcoins are still undervalued. And by the way, I'm not saying to go and buy GMT. I only used it as an example in this video. It may go up, but do your own research for that. I'm not saying that I'm buying this or anything like that. Now, of course, we have things like Solana that have done crazy numbers, and we're talking like 10x from the past year to date. And some of those are overvalued, even though they may go higher. And we're talking more than 150, 170, and maybe 200. But it's just important to note which altcoins are still in accumulation ranges and which of them are near distribution ranges. Now, if you're not on my Telegram, YouTube, or Twitter, then you're just missing out. I don't know what you want. Understanding Crypto on YouTube, Telegram, and Every Crypto on Twitter. The links are all in the bio.